people? It's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm Chris Don One, the official place to get you anything and everything pertaining to the social media, YouTube streets. I go living swell. Now, what I'm about to report, I can't confirm nor deny. This alleged news report has not been confirmed by any major publication or media source. I got this article straight from the source, so go check out their article at your leisure. But according to this report from the source, Charleston White has been arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and cruelty to animals. Now, as the report continues, according to several confirmed reports, YouTube personality Charleston White was arrested yesterday, December the 18th, in Tarrant County, Texas, for 2 counts of aggressive assault with a deadly weapon. No, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 1 count of animal cruelty. As the article continues, White, who was publicly announced his pride of being a snitch, is now facing potential prison time. Is found guilty of these charges. If found guilty of any of these charges, it is still unclear what prompted his arrest, but the source.com will update this story as more details continue or surrounding Mr. White's arrest. And that's pretty much it from that standpoint, from that article. Now, once again, before I get into it, we're going to talk about a lot of things. Okay, first and foremost, I cannot confirm nor deny if this is even true. This could be a publicity stunt. Charleston White could be, trying to troll us out here in these social media streets. Okay, all of this could be comedic, comedic behavior, or someone maybe who has an axe to grind with Charleston White is putting out this stuff, hoping for it to blaze like a dumpster fire. Whatever the case may be, this has not been confirmed by any other major outlet. So I really want to, tiptoe through the tulips with this story, because I can't confirm this story is true or not. Now, I have seen a couple of images, his arrest record, his mugshot. First and foremost, let's go to the mugshot. He's behind a wall that is, you could perceive that he took this picture at a police station, but he had his hat on. And to that I say, that's some tomfoolery right now. Now, if anybody has been arrested, anybody has been on the 4th floor, anybody had to, was taken to custody to the police station, we all veterans, and we all know that when you take a mugshot, you're not going to have your cap dangling on top of your head. Okay, they're going to immediately remove that cap. Even if you're a woman and you have a wig, they take your wig off. All right, so that right there is some tomfoolery. A lot of people are using that as their thumbnail. To all content creators out there on YouTube, if you want to use that, that's fine. But a lot of people are going to look at you. It's going to go to your video and get into your comment section and say, hey, that's some, this story can't be true, because, the public knows that you can't take a mug shot while wearing your cap. Okay. So this whole video could be, just, clickbait. All right. So a lot of people are going to presume that, you're just clickbaiting, you're just trying to get clicks and views and things of that nature. So I will say, if you're going to report on this story, use another picture of Charleston White. I would not recommend that one. As far as his arrest record, a lot of people are saying that is legit. Now, I have seen a small, minute crowd that's saying cap on that this is not real. The arrest record's not real. The mug shot is definitely not real. But I will say, proceed with caution if you're a content creator, if you want to continue to utilize that. But, do it at your own leisure. That's all I'm saying. All right. If you're a content creator and if you want to talk about this and if you feel like you got enough in a video to talk about, then go right ahead. But, a lot of people are going to go straight immediately to the comment section and tell you this is cap. So just keep that in mind. Now, as far as Charleston White goes, the story itself, even though we can't confirm nor deny that this is actually a story, we're going to just say hypothetically, let's just say hypothetically, this is true. And if this is true, this is not good news for Charleston White, all right? This is not good news at all for Charleston White. This is not Charleston White's first time being arrested, all right? And I'm telling you that Charleston White, he has the money and the means to get the best lawyer that he could, as far as defending him. But he has a very up road in front of him. Now in the article and what I've read, what I've seen through videos, people are talking about this man can get 2 decades because of this. All right. There's a possibility that he can get 2 decades. Now, it's just not these two charges, but there are other charges, that was mentioned. I only mentioned 2 of them from the article, the source, but there are other charges on top of the charges I just mentioned. And let's just hypothetically, I don't care how good your lawyer is not going to be able to beat a federal, knock down all of those charges. All right, there's no way, no how. Particularly if they, if they got enough evidence on you. Now, the animal cruelty in Texas, they take that very seriously. All right, there's a lot of things you can do in Texas. Beating up on animals or allowing animals to starve. I don't know what Charleston White did with the animal cruelty, but in Texas, they take livestock and animals very seriously, and I feel like that is going to be a charge that could probably give him the most time. I don't know nothing about all of Texas state and federal laws, but I feel like that charge right there, he's got an uphill fight to climb. Now, as far as the other charges, there's a possibility he could, plead down a little bit. Now, a lot of people also saying that Charleston White is works with the government. He's an informant. He's a snitch. He's this. He's that. I don't care what Charleston White. Let's just say hypothetically, Charleston White is out here snitching. All right. With that being said, it doesn't really matter. I don't think anything Charleston White know is going to get him off. From these charges where he can just, all these charges just evaporate like evaporation milk. I don't think that's necessarily is going to happen. There's a small, you can look at this 2 ways, 2 folds. He goes to jail for a long time, or he goes to jail for a little bit and get some probation time. All right, and he's going to have to really, organize how he moves out here in these streets. Okay, he can't just be moving out here recklessly. He can't be talking very recklessly. So I don't know if this stuff is true, but when more details come in, of course, we will talk more about it. But like I said earlier, proceed with caution with this story. This story could be a hoax on Charleston White's behalf, or someone else's behalf. Just recently we talked about how Charleston White was at some show and some hecklers got on stage, and maybe this is something where people will stop talking about that story and talk more about this story. All right, so it could be a bait and switch type of situation. All right, now in other news, all right, it seems like Tekashi Hunt 69, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Tekashi be snitching all the time. Ratatouille of the year, Tekashi 6ix9ine is he's got some money problems. He got some very serious money charges. Money problems. he got a lawsuit. And in the lawsuit, he's probably going to have to sell anything that is not nailed to the wall. All right. They're talking about a possibility of him selling his mansion, a possibility of selling his cars, his jewelry. This man is, is about to lose. If he hasn't already, he's about to lose his fortune. All right. And it sort of kind of explains how Tekashi 6ix9ine has been moving recently, going overseas, trying to be an international star on that level. You see him not moving suave like he used to, with a bunch of bodyguards and an entourage and things of that nature. Tekashi 6ix9ine, I feel like he's outside his prime. Nobody is not even trying to do anything with Tekashi 6ix9ine. He hasn't, been in rap. He hasn't came out with no songs that resonated as far as being a hit. Seemed like, his one chance, his one opportunity to get back into the rap game. Nicki was pushing him for a little bit, all right? Then even Nicki left the Tekashi 6ix9ine camp. Tekashi 6ix9ine is doing bad out here. He is doing bad out here. Now I don't know if this is true. Take this with a grain of salt, but I could have swore Tekashi 6ix9ine was managed by Wack 100, and Wack 100 manages the game, and the game has a lawsuit pending on him. I think it's like $10 million, $7 million. I forgot how much the chick was awarded from the game, and so far the chick has gotten over $100K from the game. Now the game, all his possessions, his house, his cars, his jewelry, his catalog, anything that can make money for the game, it has been signed over to Wack 100. Wack 100 is the owner of all that, so she can't technically sue Wack 100. All right, and that's how the game has saved us, some of his money. All right. Now, as far as Tekashi 6ix9ine, I've heard Wack 100 manages him too, and a lot of people assume that Wack 100, Tekashi 6ix9ine, gave Tekashi 6ix9ine the game treatment. All right. All his cars and mansion is signed over to Wack 100. So if someone tries to sue Tekashi 6ix9ine, they're not going to get a dime from Tekashi 6ix9ine. Well, Tekashi 6ix9ine did not sell none of his possessions. Did not sign over his possessions or his money or his mansion over to Wack 100. And now he's going to be he's going to have to sell that stuff because he owes a huge debt in this lawsuit. Now, can Tekashi 6ix9ine take him back to court? There's a possibility that could happen. Can Tekashi 6ix9ine settle with an amount that's reasonable to him? That's possible as well. But I just think Tekashi 6ix9ine is done. All right, he's done. All right, he's burnt on both sides. All right, I just don't see him coming out from this situation. All right. And, here today, gone tomorrow. That's pretty much, we have all heard this story over and over again on rappers and singers, actors, actresses, athletes who, didn't handle their money well, handle their fortune well, and didn't handle themselves very well. And that's why they're open to such things like this. Okay, now one more story before we get out. I wasn't going to talk about this. I was going to talk about this on another video, but man, to the leak. Anthony Edwards, I want to say this. Anthony Edwards, he's a star for the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right. And something happened a couple of days ago. Hold up, let me go through my tablet here. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about this. My tablet is acting up. I had this story and now I can't find this story. All right, this just goes to show that you got to have your priorities in order. Okay. Anthony Edwards. Yeah, I knew I had this story. Here we go. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about this. So, and this is coming from the New York Post, okay? But Anthony Edwards was going to try to give $100K to this Instagram model to have to delete their child, all right? And he's been exposed through text. It seemed like the Instagram model showed their text messages. Minnesota star Anthony Edwards posted a statement on social media after a woman accused him of impregnating her and then offering her $100K to delete the baby. Okay, Paige Jordan, who is said to be an Instagram model, posted the accusations of their text message between her and 22-year-old Anthony Edwards, in which she claims he wrote, "Get in," we can't say the A word, LOL, "and I will send you the money to help you out," according to the screenshots on social media. Edwards, who signed a 5-year, $260 million max contract extension with the Minnesota Timberwolves in July, said he made comments in the heat of the moment, and he handled the situation, and he wants to handle the situation privately moving forward. Okay. He also said that women have the right to do whatever they want to their bodies. And he wants to, keep this private between him and this Instagram model. Now, Anthony Edwards, he was in the news, I want to say a year ago. He was talking about some NBA player owing a lot of money to a woman after he got the woman pregnant. And he got on this soapbox stand saying that, hey, the only woman in his life that's going to get all his money, and he pointed to his poodle or dog or whatever. And he was on his soapbox, was in the grandstand, in the stands, grandstanding, and talking about how he's not going to be in a situation like so many other NBA athletes find themselves in, as well as NFL athletes find themselves in. Anthony Edwards said, "I'm not one of them." Okay, they are stupid. They are delusional. Okay, you're gonna raw dog a woman and have no protection, and then turn around and get mad when a woman gets pregnant, and now she puts you on child support and alimony. All right, he said he's not one of them cats. All right, and now through this, and this has been confirmed, major outlets are talking about this. Even Stephen A. Smith is talking about this. Okay, now he finds himself in the same situation as all of those other athletes found themselves in. All right, and calling the pot kettle black. Holy Anthony Edwards. Okay, you offered $100K, and someone did the math on it. They're pretty much saying, every month she would get $20K every month for 18 years. All right, and a lot of people said that's almost like child support. All right, now it could be a little bit more due to his extension. And maybe a judge would say more. He had to pay more, and he will also be responsible for the child's. I'm pretty sure. If let's just say hypothetically she gets like $30K a month through child support. Okay, let's just hypothetically say that. All right. I don't know if that's too high. I don't know if that's too low. To me, it seemed like a bit too high. All right. Let's just say hypothetically that happens to him, then that means that he would have to, I'm pretty sure that would take care of his medical, clothes, food, and things of that nature, as well as the girl is going to be living lavish, okay? And let's just say, he wants to take, when the child becomes an adult, and he, Anthony Edwards is fond of the child. He may want to take care of the child, after his responsibilities, like, putting them through school and things of that nature, okay? But besides all that, Anthony Edwards finds himself in the same situation as many other athletes found themselves in when he wasn't in that situation, all right? And for you to, text message your baby mama and recommend to delete the child, okay, and then put LOL behind it, and then I saw another screenshot saying, you're putting a guy through a situation that doesn't want a child. Well, if you didn't want a child, you should have wore a condom, okay? If you don't want a child, you should have wore a condom, or just not do the deed at all. Not do the deed at all. All right, which I understand why he didn't want to wear a condom. And I'm gonna talk about that on my audio podcast about that. Why so many men have impregnate women. That's just another time for another topic. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But yo aunt, okay. I know she exposed you, but it's like, what made her expose you? Was it something that you have said privately that she doesn't agree with? Was it you was really pressing her to get delete the child? Was that the situation? I'm not saying that it's all your fault. Maybe it's on her fault as well. She's thinking, well, I should get more than 100K. All right. Maybe when y'all was negotiating, now I also saw through the message that she showed you a picture of a child, an AI generated picture of the child. And then she's telling you about a story about a time a guy told her to get deletion. And she said she felt a certain kind of way about it, and a lot of guys call that BS, but to me, a woman, when they're pregnant, they immediately start having a bond with the child, okay? So that's a possibility. I don't know what women go through. I've heard a lot of women say that, when you hear women talk about, deleting children, the guilt and the pressure that they have, okay? So, anywho, that's what's going on. I'm pretty sure they're adults. They're going to handle this situation. I'm pretty sure the girl is going to actually keep the child. I don't know if that's against the law. I don't know if that's a crime to have a deletion and having a huge payday. I don't know how that works law-wise. I don't know if government is going to step in their private lives and give them the best recommendation what they should do. I don't know nothing about that, but Anthony Edwards, you find yourself in the same situation as so many other men find themselves when they get some money, they get some stardom, they start becoming their own bosses, when there's levels to this, all right? And, you just can't move the same way you was moving when you didn't have all these responsibilities or all these situations, okay? You got to sort of kind of move differently, if you did what I'm saying. And look, guys, if anybody's, like a big-time athlete, actor, whatever the case may be, you have to be careful out there. Have to be very, very careful out there. If you like to, screw around, you're going to have to wear a condom, okay? You're definitely going to have to wear a condom. I know it doesn't feel right, but you're going to have to wear a condom, okay? If you want to be around multiple women and things of that nature, all right? But You know, you have to fight for, you know, I mean, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But guys, that's it for this episode of T-Ready for This podcast. We're going to be back live in effect next Saturday morning. Go check out my other video. You know, I thought that was a phenomenal video. That's getting a low view count. Go over there. I'm gonna leave it in the description of my YouTube channel. Want you guys to go to check out that video. But it's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast. And I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm Christian Down One. I'll see you when I see you.